Hello, everyone. Welcome back to On Point Politics. And today I'm going to be doing a video basically using a 2020 demographic swingometer to predict the 2024 presidential election. If you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the post bell notification so you don't miss another video that I post. And without further ado, let's get right into the video. And so for the 2024 presidential election, there is a 2020 swingometer map that basically you could kind of adjust the demographics here, and based off of that, it'll pop out an electoral map. Now, again, these are based off of the 2020 demographics and settings, so we are going to adjust it when we apply it to the electoral map here for 2024, but we are going to get started with white non-college educated voters. I'd probably expect Trump to possibly outperform his 2020 performance. He's probably going to get about 71% of those voters, and more than likely a couple, slightly more of those will probably turn out in the presidential election, giving Trump 40 million votes to Joe Biden 16 million, only awarding him the District of Columbia and Vermont by only 1.5%, and the rest of the state is basically a Republican stronghold. The next demographic I'm going to be adding into here is the white college educated vote, which I think will actually go by for Biden by a pretty substantial amount. I think Biden's probably going to end up getting about 56% of college educated voters, and a lot of these voters will probably end up more than likely dipping in turnout from 2020, which Trump right now currently sits at 431 electoral college votes to Joe Biden's 107 electoral college votes. Now, with the African American vote, I'd expect Trump to possibly hit about 25%, and their turnout is also going to be significantly lower than what it was in 2020, resulting in a 358 electoral college vote scenario to Joe Biden's 180. And the only two demographics we have left are the Asian and Hispanic vote. Now, the Hispanic vote, Trump will possibly be getting really close to winning them. I'd say Trump gets about 46, maybe 47% on a really good day. And more than likely, this demographic would actually probably slightly increase in turnout, which ends up boosting Trump up to still the 358, college scenario. And then now, more than likely, Trump will probably improve with Asian voters. And this group may probably slightly overperform from the previous election. And now you currently have Trump at 355 electoral college votes to Joe Biden's 183 electoral college votes. Now, does this mean Joe Biden's going to get 59 million votes? Does this mean Trump's going to get 69 million? Not necessarily. Both candidates will probably get a higher vote share than this. So, because of that fact alone and how these are kind of based off the polls, I'm going to be adjusting my scenario based off of my analysis from other polls. So, if you were to basically use demographics to kind of figure out how the election would go, this is more than likely how the election would play out. Trump would do really good in the classic, Republican areas. New Jersey would fall under a 10-point win. So would New Jersey. So would New York as well. Possibly, New York could even be hitting lean territory at some point, as well as even Illinois, depending on how high of a vote share Trump gets of the African American vote. You could say goodbye to Texas and Florida for the Democrats, as well as a likely North Carolina, including if we actually look at Georgia. Georgia's an 18-point win here. So I'd actually characterize it as a likely victory for Donald Trump. If you look at this, Colorado is a lot closer, but I don't really think it would flip. I think New Mexico could possibly be a state that would benefit a lot from those trends, and maybe a state like Alaska would be over a 10-point win. If you look at the state of Arizona, these are in fact likely margins. So I probably would characterize these as lean victories in this case. And if you look at these states over here, they are all likely victories. So therefore, I would probably characterize all of these as lean victories. And you have the state of Minnesota probably barely going into Biden's column by probably a point or so. The second district of Maine or the second district of Nebraska, I think at this point would actually flip alongside other parts of the state, and I think Maine would be exceptionally close this time. I also think that New Hampshire would probably be a state to flip on this electoral map. It is, in fact, a 3-point win. So I think more than likely it would probably barely end up going to Donald Trump. And so, in this electoral college scenario, based off of the demographic swingometer, Trump is actually doing better than my projected electoral college scenario because he ends up flipping the second district of Nebraska alongside the state of New Hampshire, obtaining 317 electoral college votes to Joe Biden's 221 electoral college votes. And so if you guys enjoyed the video, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post bell notifications so you don't miss another video that I post. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.